Hello and welcome to Dawn Chorus Writes, a Miraculous Ladybug fanfiction and audio fiction. This is the series The Truth Behind the Lies, and it is written by Sheikah, narrated by Dawn myself. Hello! And it is for Sheikah's Wednesday, and we are on the final 3 parts. So I hope you're enjoying it so far. Make sure you go and send Sheikah loads of love for writing it and for the art in the thumbnail. All her information is listed down below. Make sure you send me some love by smashing that like button. Comment down below what you think of it and what will happen in the next one. And make sure you subscribe so you do not miss out on future series to come, other little gems and little one-shots. And I hope you enjoy. Part 26. Marinette, Lila called teasingly as her fist slammed through another window. Won't you come out and play? I have a new game for you, and it's to die for. Cat grabbed hold of Ladybug's wrist. LB, you need to go for the hair horns. Use them like a bridle with your yo-yo as the reins. She'll try and book you off over her head, so watch out for it. She blinked at him. How many times? He grimaced. Once is enough. Not diving in is hard for me, Bug, but I'm trying. She swallowed hard. The horns, then? He nodded, and then she was off and away. Come out, wherever you are, the centaur taunted, continuing to destroy the upper floors of the Dupang Chang home. I would love to see what Adrien thinks of you once I reveal your fears. Do you think he really loves you, or are you scared it's all a lie? I think we both know the truth, Marinette. You wouldn't know the truth if it bit you, Lila. The yo-yo came out of an alley on the opposite side of the street, flying as if it was on its own accord to loop around the 2 hair horns and back to Ladybug's wanting hand. With a running leap, she flipped onto Frightmare's back, hauling on the reins so hard that the centaur Akuma reared and started to fall backwards. Now! Ladybug cried, and Cat leapt for the jewel's nose ring. Lila's scream was enough to deafen him momentarily, and the concussive force of her massive form hitting the ground was enough to trigger all the car alarms for several streets around. The Akuma immediately started to rise to her feet, growling in thwarted rage. Lucky charm! Down fell a pair of long red socks with black spots. A little early for Christmas, isn't it? Cat said, grinning at his partner. Princess? Lady? He shook his head as a headache flashed like lightning bolts through his temples. This is not the time for this. Can you keep her down? LB called, the bright look of understanding gleaming in her eyes. You've got it! Catalysm! With a mad dash, he ran and then slid under the failing hooves, leaving a trail of destruction in his wake. The pavement cracked beneath him, collapsing under the weight of the giant Akuma. Frightmare tried to pull herself free, but she weighed too much. Her front hooves scrambled against the lip of the hole, setting off sparks. Ladybug tossed him one of the socks. I'll take left, you take right. Working as one, they timed their movements to synchronize with the rise and fall of the hooves, slipping first one sock on and then the next. The sparks were gone, smothered by lucky socks. Despite feeling overwhelmed at learning who Ladybug really was, Cat was astonished at how seamlessly they worked together. He still knew what she was going to do next, as if she had told him. It was like Marinette had said about the photo shoot. The reveal only had to get in the way if they wanted it to. But why did it feel like she had scooped out his heart and left him empty? She whipped her yo-yo around the arm with a bracelet and wrapped the cord around a light pole. As she pulled the line tight, Cat was already moving. With great satisfaction, he tore the charm bracelet from Frightmare's wrist, showering the pavement with glittering silver charms as the black butterfly emerged. There was a hiss and a click, and then the white butterfly rose to the sky once more. Miraculous Ladybugs! Swarms of the helpful bugs restored all the damage, leaving only a scowling Lila sitting in the middle of the street. Cat watched warily as her frown shifted to wide-eyed surprise and sorrow. "Oh, was I akumatized again?" she asked, her face the very picture of confused innocence. "I'm so sorry, Ladybug and Cat Noir. I just became so upset when Marinette and Adrien were bullying me that I must have been the perfect prey for Shadowmoth. I should really go and apologize to the other students, shouldn't I?" She started to walk away when there was another hiss and she was tied up in Ladybug's yo-yo. "Where exactly do you think you're going?" Cat growled, narrowing his eyes at her. "To apologize, like I said I would." "Yeah, not this time, Lila." Cat walked over and lifted her chin on a claw with just enough pressure for her to see the point. Time to finish this once and for all. "You see, Marinette and Adrien are good friends of mine. I know all about how you have been threatening them with false rumors and being pulled from school. I know how you convinced everyone that Marinette was stealing Adrien away from you when actually you were trying to manipulate him to get more power and fame for yourself. And as if that wasn't enough, when you were caught in your own lies, you called out for Shadowmoth to save you. You offered to be akumatized just to save your false reputation. That doesn't make you a victim." He leaned in close to her face and let all his anger show. "That makes you an accomplice." The innocence fell away like the mask it was, and Lila glared at him out of narrow eyes. "It figures you would be on their side. Didn't Marinette tell you that when you were having your secret rendezvous on her balcony while she was being fake dating Adrien? She doesn't know anything. And even if she did, it was my word against hers. Who is going to believe a fake little nobody like her?" "I will." Alia stepped forward, eyes blaring as she held out her phone with a video of Lila screaming on the screen. "Give me the power to crush those who seek to ruin and humiliate me. Make them fear me, and I will bring you Ladybug and Cat Noir's Miraculous." You see, Lila, when I realized things were going to get nasty, I started live streaming. Your little tirade got broadcasted live to the Lady blog, and now everyone knows the kind of person you are. A liar, a bully, and a criminal. With a flick, Ladybug released her yo-yo, and Lila looked ready to bolt, only for a strong pair of arms to pin her in place. "Miss Rossi, I place you under arrest for aiding and abetting a known terrorist, for slander, attempting to instigate akumatization, and whatever else I can get to stick," said a police officer, closing handcuffs around her wrists. "I also took the liberty of alerting the police," Alia said smugly. Lila scanned the growing crowd with wide eyes. Catching sight of her father, she called out, "Papa! Surely you don't believe all this, do you? Not for your Stellina." Tears were in Sino Rossi's eyes as he shook his head. "Daughter, I believe you have much to answer for." Lila started trembling, her fear evident in her face. Her lies came home to roost at last as she was led away. "Good work, Cat!" He turned to look at his partner holding out a fist for their victory tradition. In that moment, staring at her fist, all the events of the day swept over her like tsunami. The confrontation with Lila, her father's arrival, the arrival of Shadowmoth, now monarch, the fight that had followed, and Ladybug's fear forcing her reveal. He had made everything right again, just as he promised, but he wasn't included. His head still ached and swarmed, swirling with memories and seeming contradictions. "I saw Marinette with Ladybug. I saw her. Marinette told me that Ladybug didn't always treat her Cat Noir very well, and I said that she would never break my heart. And she cried." "Cat, are you okay?" His eyes locked with hers as his heart pounded out a cacophony in his chest. He couldn't breathe. The world spun around him, dominated by the blue of her eyes. Pain lanced through his head and chest as he gasped for air, deaf to the beeping of his ring. "Kitty!" Ladybug cried, eyes wide with worry and shadows. Shadows Adrien had been trying to scatter from Marinette's eyes for weeks, but now... "Please, Kitty, tell me what's wrong!" With emotions raging through him like thunderstorms, he did the only thing he could think to do in that moment. Cat ran. Cat ran from Ladybug, his partner. He ran from the girl who broke his heart. Cat ran from his princess, who had won his heart and became his home and hope for freedom. Adrien ran from Ladybug, whom he had idealized and built a perfect love within his head, only to fall for this sweet, loving, wholehearted classmate and best friend who gave her all every day. Sacrificed for him because she saw the real him and loved him. Adrien ran from Marinette, whom he loved more than himself, his father, his ring, more than anything, because he couldn't bring the two girls into one in his head, the one who loved him and the one who didn't. And worst of all, Adrien ran from himself. Thank you for listening to chapter 26. Oh, bless his wee heart. I think we all need to gather around and give Adrien a cuddle. I hope you enjoyed that. It was just a quick short one, and there will be 27 coming out very soon, so make sure you look out for that. I might drop it as an extra bonus over the weekend, so make sure you keep an eye out, and make sure you comment down below. If you don't know what to say Cat ran. Oh, bless him. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already, and I hope you are good, not too many tissues, and I will speak to you soon. Bye.